In this video, JC and Daniel here, we're going to talk about the differences between a French door refrigerator
and a side-by-side refrigerator.
And that video starts right now. And in today's video here, we're at Badcock Home Furniture More in Adel with JC and yours truly, Daniel. And the refrigerators that we talk about today are both eligible for the Protect It plan. So be sure to ask your sales associate about the Protect It plan for your new refrigerator. JC, tell us, we're going to talk about the differences between the French door and the side-by-side. Now, you're over here on the side-by-side. This is the one that more people are familiar with, I think. But
right.
Tell us some of the pros and cons of the side-by-side refrigerator first.
These are the pros and cons of a side-by-side refrigerator.
Come a little bit closer. There we go. Just like that. There you go. Take a look at that real quick. And we're going to walk you right through those. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Now, with the side-by-side refrigerator, you do have a larger freezer capacity. You're able to, to stack your freezer items if you want to, your vegetables or whatnot, and separate those a little bit better than you can do a French door. Again, with the vertical storage, you have flexible storage options. You have adjustable interiors. Now, I know with the French door, you can't, move these shelves as much as you want to. Like if you got a big old, glass that you want to put in there, you can adjust the shelves in height.
Right.
Now, these also do have the exterior ice makers. To me, I personally think you can hold more ice in here than the French doors. Some French doors don't even come with the ice maker and water dispenser.
Yeah, some of these don't have. The one we're going to show does, but yeah, a lot of them don't.
Right.
So,
and then you do have the reduce and like the door swing. You just only need to right here.
Right. I think especially for folks in smaller spaces, and definitely better than the traditional top freezer. The narrower doors let you fit this just about anywhere in smaller spaces and bigger spaces. It's also just a better, I guess, price point or entry price point. For those.
Definitely a lot better price points compared to your French doors for sure.
Right. So now what are the cons? Does it have any on the bottom of yours there?
Well, unfortunately, everybody loves pizza. You can't really fit a DiGiorno in here. Or anything.
You gotta set it sideways, or you gotta
cook it that night.
You gotta corner it in, or maybe DiGiorno's not your pizza.
Or you can get you an upright freezer. We got those too.
We got those too. Yeah, you can set that in the side of that.
And then bending down for fresh items. Sometimes your items do get lost. I know with mine, I do have a side by side, and I sometimes lose your items in there.
So I like the side by side personally because it is because you got the shelves adjustable, stackable. You can get more organized. It is narrower. You do have, believe it or not, more room in the freezer than you do in the chest.
And you got shelves on your door too.
And shelves. It's so much more organization to that. But let's take a look at the next one here. We're going to look at the French door refrigerator. We're just going to keep going right here. I'm going to try to get that so you can capture that yourself there. The French door refrigerator pros and cons. And let's take a look at this one right here. Now we're looking at, so JC was looking at the Frigidaire, which is on our floor here. I'm looking at the LG French door. Take a look here. French door with the wide shelves and compartments, huge drawers that have good utility function, in my opinion. But this big wide space here, this big wide space here, and this big wide space here. So if you have a big, like your graduation cake, you just got it made, you bring it home, it needs to go in the fridge. That whole thing is going to fit right here if you got this spot cleared out. So that's what I think the biggest value of it is, the wide shelves and compartments. Now, if you never entertain or you never do, party trays or cakes or anything like that, that might not make a big difference to you. And so maybe that's not something of value to you. But I know that's what the main function is of the refrigerator part of it. Larger refrigerator capacity. So overall, of all the refrigerators that we sell, this has the largest refrigerator capacity. French door versus side-by-side dedicate more storage space to the refrigeration side of it. And so now this is going to be good for people that have an auxiliary or other freezer space available too. So if you have a second, and if you haven't yet, check out our video that came out before this about the differences between a chest freezer and an upright freezer. I'll leave a link in the description to that video here at the very end. But easier access to fresh ingredients. So if you do more fresh ingredients versus frozen, this is what you're going to want, and you're going to have easier access just because it's just better organized with the shelving
Check out
system.
that shelf right
Very
there.
customizable. You can, so if you put something tall on this half of it, you can move that guy back and still have some upwards shelving there. A lot of side compartments, a full gallon of milk, a couple 2 liters of soda, whatever, right here, and a saving access to your ice maker here, and an ice maker bin. So just a couple of really cool features on that. If this has been like a lot more popular, but sometimes people are reluctant to splurge on the French door because they how different it is. Customizable interiors, it's not as customizable as the side-by-side, as JC was pointing out, but you do have movable shelves and space, and you can see the brackets in the back that will hold up the larger amounts. Exterior ice and water dispensers, again, not on all of the French door styles, but the one that we're showing here today, the LG Thin Q side-by-side or French door, does have the exterior ice maker, and again, some of them don't on the French doors. The other one that I was looking at a minute ago was the GE, and it does not have the ice maker on it. So that's one thing that you'll sacrifice. Narrower refrigerator doors. So as opposed to, say, the top load or the top freezer, these doors are a little bit narrower if you have an island in your kitchen. So if you have an island that comes up this close, it's not going to bugger out. You'll be able to go from island countertop to French door refrigerator without sacrificing the ability to just get in there. And so that may be, so if you do have a larger kitchen with an island, the narrow doors give you more space to move around the island. You got to close this door and then that door, right? Yeah, that's that guy. So now, French door refrigerator cons: smaller freezer. So again, this is more for people with fresh food needs above the freezer. And you can see kind of down in here, this is similar to a chest freezer, and you got to reach down in it. No shelving. It's all it'll all be stacked down in here. You can get a lot of stuff in here, but generally speaking, it's a smaller freezer. Less freezer organization because it's more of the chest style freezer. But again, for folks that have more fresh food, that's not as important to them anyway. Most freezer drawers lack shelves. This one actually does have an organization drawer and shelf and ice bin in it, so that you can store more of those kinds of things to keep that organized. And then the price point, this is generally going to be more expensive than the price point sale on the side-by-side. So probably the more expensive, just because of its functionality and how things work on it. But at any rate, those are the pros and cons of the French door refrigerator and the side-by-side. What do you think? Which I don't know. Let's just discuss what do you think between the side-by-side and the French door refrigerator?
I don't know. I like the side-by-side better. I don't know. I've always use a side-by-side.
Yeah, it's a little more approachable and understandable. I guess
it's a lot cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper in the long run too, because
I'm a frozen kind of gal, so
yeah, I like the organization of the freezer. If you watch the chest freezer versus an upright freezer video that we did, again, I'll leave a link in the description. You'll know that this freezer is going to be more. It's going to keep your stuff frozen longer. If there's a power outage, this is going to keep this frozen longer, than this one will. So it's an efficiency thing because cold air goes down, and there it is. It's down there.
Right.
And when you open this, it won't just spill over and fall out the sides like this one will. The cold air just falls all right out, and it's all, so that, from an efficiency standpoint, that similar thing between chest freezers and upright freezers is kind of the same for the side-by-side versus the French door. This and other videos like it, where we compare appliances and things that you need in your home, right here on this YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us the thumbs up, like, and subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it, take a look at this video.